hit the castle, you know when it's lit. You pulling up and you ain't with the shit. Got all the buzz in they pockets, they think. She on the pole and she
Corner little bitch, yeah, I call her my dub. Yeah, I feel with the gang, yeah, we the rebels. We going up if you love. When it come out of money, yeah, we never settle. We hit the castle, you know when it's lit.
Let's go, America, baby, USA.
Yeah, alright, boys. See ya.
Shoots. All right, and that's just a killer way to start off episode 3 of the Castle Kings podcast. We got a very, very special guest, Mr. Skipman McCullough. And we just got off the phone with our boy Brady, who's going into some crazy training. Can't say where, can't say how, can't say why. But I'm fired up. Hey, thanks for being on the pod, dog.
Dude, thank you, bro. It's been a long time coming.
It has, huh?
A long time coming. I mean, like, probably a couple weeks of just, like, sitting on the couch talking about, like, today's the day we're going to do the podcast. Today's the day. But you get busy over here.
You do get busy over here. And if you guys didn't already know from the looks of it, we're on location on the North Shore of Oahu. Came over here to film some surf shit. Had dreams and hopes of getting Kelly Slater on the podcast. But instead, we got Skip.
I know. I mean, it's like you aim high, but you hit low. You know what I mean? It's like Warren, like he taught me, like when you're coming up to somebody with a baseball bat,
Yeah.
It's like eye contact, like you're coming for their head and then boom,
Aim
hit
low.
their knees.
Or like the PK thing. Look at the
Yeah,
elbows.
look at the elbow. You look at my elbow?
Yeah, I did. You hear that clap? It's an inside joke. Secret PK taught us.
Secret Society.
Shouts out to
Secret
Peter
Society.
King, La Jolla. So I kind of give like a little like intro thing every time to just like people's acclimates.
Okay.
I wrote a couple things down about you just so the viewers know, because they're probably like, who's this loser you have on the podcast?
Not this guy again. They're probably like, I've seen that guy, dude. Oh, not him again.
But for the viewers that don't know, not only is Skip my childhood best friend, we got pictures together when we were like 4, 5, 6 years old, growing up surfing. Skip was like kind of a child prodigy, won tons of NSSAs growing up. West Coast regional champion as well.
Yeah, Menahuni boys.
Who
Got
needs
second
boys?
place in the, Explorer boys. Explorer.
West Coast
Or
champs.
Explorer or Menahuni?
Okay, some sort of NSSA champion.
I don't know. I don't even remember.
He was on the USA surf team growing up. He won, one of my only friends I've ever won a WSL QS 3000 event in the Philippines, which was a huge highlight. Another one of my only friends to get a perfect 10 in a WSL event in Chile, which I was there for. If I didn't ruin his streak of getting good night's sleep, he probably would have gone on to win that contest. We can talk about that later. And he's a licensed contractor, which I'm like most proud of about. It's like, how many pro surfers do you know that are licensed contractors? I got his shirt on right here, Skip McCullough Construction. Fortunately, I spilled a bunch of coffee on it earlier.
That's okay, dude. I mean, if me and Zeke spent so much time together that like we can't wear white T-shirts. We're like kind of the same guy. It's like a white T-shirt. Just we can't do it. We
never
tried.
wear white.
We always try.
I can't really wear white,
But
dude.
it's marketed as like a construction shirt. So like if anybody asks, it's just like, yeah, it's coffee or it's dirt or whatever.
Threw a Padres
good.
jersey over it. We're good to go.
It's all good. It's always all good.
On a P, you got to rep Yo City, dude. Shouts out to San Diego.
God, I love that city.
We're going to the World Series this year, baby. We're going to the World Series. And, yeah, dude, you're crushing it, bro, on all aspects of
Thank
life.
you, bro. Thank you. You're
Yeah.
a big inspiration to me, too.
Thanks, G.
Like, I mean, obviously everybody sees Zeke online, but, like, even when he's not online, it's just, like, skating, surfing, partying. And not, like, partying, like, bad partying, just, like, having a good time partying. So, like, I don't know where you get the energy, but, like, sometimes I'm just, like, dude, I don't want to go out. I don't want to, like, hang out with my friends. I'm tired. And then I think about Zeke, and it's like, I bet Zeke's tired, too, but he's just doing it, you know? So,
Yeah, dude.
I think
it's caffeine.
a lot of caffeine.
A lot of
Is that what it
caffeine.
is?
Yeah, and life's short, dude, so you just got to live it up, dude.
You never know, dude.
Yeah.
Don't make me make the speech again, dude.
Could just get hit by a bus at any given moment, huh?
Dude, and you could get hit by a bus any moment, and it's just done. So you just got to live it up. Be stoked. It's always just, could always be worse.
For sure, dude. And, you know, we probably won't get many viewers on the podcast, but to these, like, 200 viewers, maybe it might only be, like, 4 viewers. we're coming out with a new movie called Hit by a Bus. Surf movie, dude. Because life's short, so you just gotta live it up, dude. Live fast, die last. That's what my boy Sorge just got tattooed on him.
Yeah, dude, it's so true. Just gotta be stoked.
Yeah,
Whatever.
straight up. So before we get into like humor and hilarious shit, because
Sorry. I have like a thing. You're like, even Zeke says like, can we just be serious for 1 second?
No, I mean, what did Cade say this podcast would be? What did he say we are like?
Oh yeah, half of what they say isn't true, and the other half is a lie.
Yeah, so half of what you hear in this podcast isn't going to be true, and the other half is just a lie.
It's just a lie.
So stop the cap. That's
All
the
right.
almost honest thing you'll hear on this pod.
I'm sorry.
I just wanted to ask you, like, obviously growing up, you had a lot of success, like beating me in every single NSSA contest. I'll never forget the one where you won OB pier, where it was like 40 foot breaking at the end of the pier. I think you were like the only one who made it out the back. Did anybody else make it out the back? Taylor Clark, Jake Marshall?
I think I saw Jake Marshall floating around out there on that fateful day.
Yeah, you won a bunch of comps, were insane in big waves, but like, who and what was your inspiration as a kid to just be like a next level, like up and coming, like San Diego prodigy?
I guess it was just my upbringing, as cliche as it sounds, but like when we were kids, it was like Johnny Maher, Ian Rockins, Derek Dunphy, like
Sure.
those dudes were like just gnarly and they charged.
Yeah.
And it was like we were just like the little rats, and it was like we were like expected to fucking like surf Big Rock really hard.
Yeah.
And we were like expected to surf really good. And we wanted to like charge really hard, and we wanted to surf really good. So like it was like a double thing where like it was like we were expected to like be the next generation, and we also wanted to be the next generation. Like me and Joey just like hanging out at the beach all day,
For sure.
up to no good. Like I don't know, like we would just get dropped off and just like be at the one way all day. And like who would be parked there? It'd be like Max or like Rado. So like not that they were like in charge of us, but they were like just there. And it was like, all right, like Max and Rado are parked in their trucks right here. Like we're not gonna like
Let him down.
let them down. And like my brother rips, my older brother, my dad rips.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah, they were all
just
charging.
had like no choice, you know. And then when I was in like 4th grade, I asked my dad, I'm like, hey, like, can I sign up for the NSSA? And he always brings this story up. And he's like, like, my dad's not like a contest surfer. And he's like, no, like, you know, you're like young, like, probably just thought, like, what does it matter, you know, like, you're good. And then when I was in 5th grade, I asked again, and then he let me sign up. And me and Joey signed up. And we went up to Brookhurst in Newport for our first NSSA, and like we thought we were hot shit, you know, like we're the fucking like, you know, like we rip, you know, this and that. And my dad drove us up there, and the waves were actually firing. Like to this day, the best Newport probably I've ever seen. Just like crossed up south with just like A-frames, like swinging up the beach, and we just got completely destroyed. I remember Kalohan Dino was in Joey's first heat.
No way.
And we got destroyed, dude. And then, so it was like, oh, shit. Like, we need to start surfing more. So then we started surfing more. And then there was the San Diegos. And
I remember those.
Me and Joey were in the same division. But also Taylor Clark and Kyle Mare were always in the same division. So every single San Diego, Taylor Clark would get first, $100 for first, and a pair of Nike 6.0s.
Dude.
Second place was always Kyle Mare. I pretty much always got third, and Joey pretty much always got fourth. Joey probably got a few thirds in there.
That's classic.
And then, but yeah, so like, it was just like NSSAs and San Diegos from that point forward.
Bro, yeah, there were.
I never really broke it down like this, but yeah, I guess those memories are still. The memory remains, as Metallica would say. The memory remains. The memory remains, or the memories remain?
Those days were sick, dude. And the San Diego comps, like winning $100 as like a 12-year-old kid was lit.
Yeah.
As the kids would say.
Those were sick contests. Taylor Clark always won, but I don't know if Taylor remembers, but Joey would just sit on him the whole time and just make his life miserable.
Bro, I can't believe Joey had Kolohe in his heat, dude.
I remember Kolohe was in his first heat ever at an NSSA.
I don't think I've ever had a heat against Kolohe, dude. That's another one I want to get on the podcast. Hopefully I'll run into him the next couple days. I'm going to ask him. Dude, that's classic, bro.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to mix up one serious question and one funny question. If you could spend a full day and night in a Turtle Bay suite with a bottle of rosé, champagne, and Pamela Anderson, or you could spend a 2-hour session with Mason Ho and a couple Groms at a firing pipe. Only 2 hours, Mason and a bunch of Groms getting in your way. Which would you pick?
Dude, you got, I mean, no, it's like.
It's Pamela Anderson, bro.
It's Pamela Anderson, but it's also like pipe, you know?
Yeah.
I've been all over the world.
Pamela Anderson in her prime, in her Tommy Lee years.
I'm going pipe, dude.
You're going pipeline?
Yeah, call me what you will, but
I back it.
You know what I always say, dude? What is it? The 3 best things in the world. Surfing, and, you know, obviously everybody knows the second best thing in the world. Making money.
What's the third then?
I don't know. Riding motorcycles. But, like, romance and sex, like, I don't know. Maybe they're, like...
It's up there.
They're fun, but it's nothing like getting barreled or
it's
getting
nothing
paid.
Nothing like that natural high.
Not that I'm, like, a greedy bastard, but put those things before that.
I mean, you got to make some money to be able to travel and get barreled, right? Surfing ain't free.
I don't know, dude.
These things cost money. Plane flights cost money.
It's the cost. The cost is one thing, but just like getting paid is just fun.
Yeah, that's pretty classic. How did you get into construction?
Construction? So my dad's a landscaper. So if I ever like needed work, like my dad would just hire me. It was like better than like going down to like Pescador and like getting a job where I had to be there like 9 to 5 or whatever. Like if I needed to make some money, my dad would be like, all right, like just work for me, you know, like
For sure.
like you don't like if there's swell tomorrow, like my dad's gonna understand. So I just did that and it was like chill, you know. I would like go do once I graduated high school, I was like 18.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to school. So I like needed to like do something. Like I just told my dad like, yo, I want to work. It's like, all right. I'm like, I just want to do like some heavy shit. Like I want to fucking just like go do like the gnarliest shit possible. Like, all right, you want to just fucking get like a fucking jackhammer and just fucking go out? I'm like, yeah. And I didn't even really know what that really entailed at the time. But yeah, pretty much just like started out as just like a laborer, you know, just like at the bottom, just digging trenches and just whatever. I used to drive the like the dump trailer. That was like my job for a couple of years, which was like chill because you just drive the truck, load up the trailer with all the trash, or go pick up materials and like bring it to the job site. And that was chill because you just fucking listen to Rock 105.3 all day and just drive around, just check the waves, go pick up trash, take it to the dump it, and then go to the next job site.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, whatever.
Just whipping
like a
it.
Grom, like 18 years old, driving this big-ass truck.
That's pretty sick.
Huge trailer down Pearl Street, just like, yeah, this is fucking sick. Like, holding on for dear life, going to the dump.
I remember seeing you in your dad's truck with the free Zeke sticker on the back.
Yeah, his sticker's still on there.
I still see that truck around the way.
Yeah, and then this guy, Juan Luis, who works, he worked with my dad forever, super skilled dude. He, like, told me, he's like, hey, like, you need to, like, learn this shit, learn these skills, otherwise you're going to be, you know, breaking your back like this guy over here for the rest of your life. And he just pointed at another guy who's, like, just like a laborer, you know, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't mind doing that kind of stuff. But I was like, all right, like, didn't really make sense at the time. But it's true, like, after years of just, like, digging or years of just, like, loading trash into the back of a trailer, you're like, dude, like, A, this hurts. B, it's kind of boring.
Yeah, how do I level up?
Yeah, so then my parents, like, they would always kind of explain to me, like, when I was on the job sites, like, how to do stuff, but I never really, like, cared. I just wanted to, like, work and, like, get my paycheck and, like, bail, you know? And
Like what? Like handling heavy machinery and, like, pouring concrete and shit like that?
well, more so, like, learning, like, the skill side of it, like, putting in, for example, one time, like, my first, like, real job, me and this guy, Tony, who works for my dad, we had to put in this drain by the pool because it was, like, flooding every time it rained around the pool.
Yeah.
But, like, there was only, like, 1 foot of fall between, like, the very back of the property to the street where the water needed to drain out. So we needed to get the drain to, like, have, like, fall the whole time. And it was just, like, a little calculation. And that's kind of when I started, like, wrapping my head around, like, okay, there's, like, some math involved to this shit. And, like, you're going to need to know some shit. Like, so we had to get that thing, like, perfect. And, like, he was just the brains of the operation.
Yeah.
I was the guy down in this trench fucking for, like, a week, dude, just digging. And there was, like, palm tree roots. So, like, just, like, break the roots, you know, like, with this special shovel. And then you'd get your grinder out and you'd sharpen the edge of the shovel just so it'd get real sharp. And then you'd have to, like, you know, cut through it.
No way.
So, like, I was just the labor. He was, like, the brains. And then my point is I wanted to, like, learn this shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, so then my dad was like, hey, we need a fence and a gate on the side yard. Like, can you build it? I'm like, yeah, I'm down. And at that point, I kind of wanted to do, like, my own thing because my dad was, like, the landscaper.
Yeah.
I wanted, like, my own little thing, you know? Like, my dad's a landscaper, but, like, I have my own thing. So then I built the fence, I built the gate, and I remember I was driving down Torrey Pines Road, and I just called my dad. Sorry, I'm doing this because I'm just trying to remember how the story went. And I just called him, and I was like, hey, like, what about building fences? He's like, yeah, that's cool. I'm like, what if, like, I just, like, did that, you know? Like, is that a good business? He's like, dude, that's a great idea. Like, those guys kill it, dude. Like, you should do that for sure. Like, I'll help you out, whatever you need. Like, when you get home, we'll make some business cards. So I just came home. My dad showed me, like, whatever, Vista print or something. I made, like, these sick little business cards, McCullough fence and gate.
Yeah.
And I didn't know anything about building fences. Like, I built a little gate and, like, a leg of fence. And my dad's like, yeah, like, you know, I'll help you out. Just make the business cards and just go for it. So I made the business cards and just started, like, telling people and handing out my business card. And then just learned how to do it, like, from that point forward.
That's so sick.
And now, like, building fences is, like, nothing. Like, I can just, like, build a fence. Like, I don't even have to think about it. But
No, I've seen some good work that you've done. I've seen a bunch of different projects.
yeah.
Was there for one of the decks, right, at Brady's house?
Yeah.
So that thing was pretty insane. You had, like, my ex-girlfriend at the time pouring concrete for you.
Remember that? You got a good memory. I forgot about that.
That was pretty epic, dude.
Yeah, yeah. And then, yeah, now I kind of just, like, do whatever. But the whole construction thing is, like, not, like, it was just, like, a thing I could do to, like, make some money just so I could surf more.
For sure.
So, like, it's not, like, it's just, like, a job. Like, I could, like, drive that career, like, you know, as far as I want. But, like, we're here in Hawaii for 2 months. Like, that's, like, who I really am, is, like, chilling on the beach in Hawaii, like.
For sure.
You know, like, I can do that, but I'd rather do this.
For sure. I mean,
know?
I respect the fuck out of it. Like, not only do I respect the hustle, but I respect, like, the skills that you've, like, learned and, like, the trade that you've, like, became, because it's, like, I don't know. Personally, I grew up, like, I didn't have a dad around the house, so whenever I'd go over to Uncle Fred's house and see him, like, cleaning his guns or fixing light bulbs or, like, building a new freaking toolbox or, like, bench or whatever it may be, like, I just, like, it was badass. I thought that was rad. Like, wanted to always learn the skills of the trade or whatever you want to call it. But then, like, more recently, seeing you pick those up and learn those on your own, and then, or learn those from your dad and other people around you, and, like, I don't know, just teach me little things along the way. It's, like, been so rad. It's, like, I'm grateful to have a friend that actually knows how to, like, use power tools and knows how to, like, freaking fix something when something breaks around the house and, like, I don't know, do the shit that, like, men need to do around the house, you know?
Yeah.
It's pretty rad. It's, like, I guess my mom always had other people, like, fixing shit growing up, so
You've become pretty handy. I mean, you are handy. For example, like when you lived at the Rat Tower and Halstead would kick down your door.
Oh my God.
Jake would just come in and like he learned how to like kick down doors, right?
Really good.
So we'd be like partying and it would just come to that point of the night and Jake would be like, I'm fucking kicking down the door. And sometimes Zeke would be in there just like, whatever, just hanging in his room, just like trying to get some peace and quiet. And Jake would just kick down the door. And then Zeke would come to our house like the next day and like ask my dad for like some glue and some clamps. Yeah. So like if you ever like get your door kicked down, like Zeke would know how to fix it, you know?
Dude, yeah.
And like I've seen you like take apart your dirt bikes and stuff. Like you're a handy guy.
For sure,
and like
dude.
like you know, Fred's a super handy guy. Like
yeah, Uncle Fred taught me about Griffin. Handy Jobs, Mr. Renovation Realty.
Dude, I love that man.
Yeah, Griffin's the man, dude. Shout out to Griff and Bailey and their new beautiful baby, Ivy.
If you're in San Diego, you're looking to sell your house, call Renovation Realty before you do anything.
Call them up. And dude,
or any remodels for that matter.
Yeah, that's true.
They do it all.
Bro, the doors thing was gnarly. How many? I think Halstead probably broke at least 4 or 5 doors of mine.
Yeah.
Kicked at least a couple down.
Yeah.
How many nights in a row? It was nuts. Were you there the night where he was dressed up in Mr. Incredible costume? Kicked down my door, like ran through the door?
Yeah.
It was super sick.
I wasn't there till the end. I think we should probably leave what happened at the end out.
Is there like a door business we could get into? Like crafting cool custom doors or fixing doors?
Yeah, no, we do doors, bro. At Skip McCullough Construction, we do doors.
Bro, that's so sick.
Hit us up, San Diego. You need doors? Bro, I'll take care of you. Any door you want, pocket doors, you want whatever, dude.
Yeah, let us know.
Valencias, I think they're what they're called, sliding pivot, whatever. We do doors, so hit us up if you're in San Diego. Whatever, I'll promote my
for sure.
Promote my thing. Dude, doors, windows, anything you need. Patios, landscaping, turf.
Hit him up,
drywall,
dude.
stucco,
He's
framing.
Super talented.
The only thing is like I'm never there. For example, like so many people are like, hey, like I want you to build this thing. I'm like, dude,
I'm in Hawaii right now.
I'm in Hawaii. Like if you're around in March,
yeah,
you still need help.
I mean, supply and demand, right? I mean, you're out here building stuff in Hawaii, dude. You've been putting in the work. Dude, I've seen some insane projects. Keith Wire's fence was super sick. What do you think's like your top 3 like favorite gigs or like they turned out the most beautiful or just fun projects to work on? Quick rundown. Give us a quick rundown.
Honestly, it's kind of like it's like a sport, you know?
Yeah.
So like every project you do, you're just a little bit faster. It's a little bit more precise. It's a little bit more perfect. It's a little bit better than the last one. So like every time I finish something, I'm like, dude, I think that was like the best thing I've ever built. Even if it's like something simple, it's just like, oh, I did it like, it like wasn't that hard. And like, you know, it's just like boom, boom, boom. So like every time I finish something, like I just did a fence at Matt Powers and like, it was pretty simple, but like we got it done pretty quick. And it just came out like laser straight.
Sick.
And like, it was just like, I don't know, stoked the way it came out. So
you do it for sport?
I do it for sport, dude. I do it for sport, dude. I do a lot of things for sport.
That's so sick. Did I show you the Danny Duncan video about doing it for sport yet?
No, dude, but...
Oh, fuck, I gotta show you after that. All right, humorous. Drum roll, please. All right, what would your dream wave look like? If you could have anything in any barrel, in any place in the world, or do anything, just think Mason Ho, dream wave, what would yours look like? What would it be? Where, what, how, when, why?
Oh, God. Why? Why me, God? Okay. It'd probably be like, let's call it like an 8-foot wave.
8-foot backs? 8-foot Hawaiian?
8-foot face. I don't want anything too big, you know?
Okay. Why? You could go as big as you want.
Nah, because, I don't know.
All right, keep it humble.
I just keep it humble, you know? 8-foot face. Just nice rolling. Not like rolling, but like a nice, like, nothing crazy. You know, I don't want to like airdrop or anything. I'm thinking like, kind of like Punta Roca.
Right or left?
A right, dude. Okay, I'm going front side, whatever. I don't even care.
All right, you're going front side.
And it's just going to be like, kind of like Punta Roca off the takeoff.
Okay.
and then you're gonna do like 2 or 3 like turns, whether that be like just a big open carve.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna come down like big carve.
Okay.
So it's kind of like an open face.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna come down. It's gonna be like a little bit steeper. I'm gonna come drive up, just 12 o'clock snap.
Wow.
Just come, just like looking just straight up into the lip. Boom.
Yeah.
12 o'clock snap, like just one of those ones where like 3 fins out, and then just drive straight down. Another one, because it just felt so good, and you just timed it perfectly. And the next one, even more perfectly placed, even more perfectly timed. Just boom, 12 o'clock, and maybe this one's like kind of more like 1 o'clock, like whoosh.
Yeah.
You know, like kind of like an Andy, Jack Robinson, Parco type of like,
Yeah.
just like really just hard off the bottom, boom. And then it's gonna come into this sandbar section. Like this river blew out, and it just dumped a bunch of sand right there. And
it's growing.
but it's like a point break, you know?
Yeah.
And like it's like hasn't lost its like size, so it's just
it's
like
wrapped.
this freight train.
It's wrapping, so it's
coming
growing.
down this point thing, yeah.
It's really west.
It's west.
West
There's like a
Pole.
little south pinching into it, so it's like making these kind of like grower like section things, and then it just hits this like underground just death sandbar. And like you said, it's only an 8-foot wave, but dude, if you fall, like you're probably gonna break your back or your neck just on dry sand.
It's
You're
wider
just gonna
than
stand
it
in
is
it,
tall.
and you're not even gonna do anything. You're just gonna stand there, like just no pump, no adjustments, just stand, just there it is. It's happening there. I'm here. It's there, barreling, and it's just gonna just blow its freaking brains out. Blah, right? And you didn't do anything. You just stood there. All you did was just stand there. I don't want to pump. I don't want to stall. I don't want to do anything. Just stand there. Boom. Barf. Come out. Another carve.
Okay.
Let's just do another snap.
Okay.
And then like it kind of comes into like this bay, right?
Yeah.
And it kind of like mushes out. But there's like a rock pile. There's a little rock pile. And like
Man-made.
so like the wave dies, but there's like this weird rock pile off this like old jetty that's like kind of dilapidated. And then it just makes like a little cap section and just makes a foam ball.
Yeah.
And then you're just gonna come up, and you remember that Zeke's in the water too. He's probably like on the next wave.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, it was Zeke. You gotta do an air. So boom, just like a little no-hand air reverse. Not even full rotation. Just land like fins first, kind of chill for a sec, and then swoop, spin it around like 360.
Sick.
And then there's like there's like a trade wind, kinda.
Yeah.
And the current just takes you back out.
Straight out the back.
So like there's like not really too much paddling involved.
Wow.
Kind of like not like a Haleiwa, but just like a little back current, straight to the peak.
Yeah.
Just do it all over again.
Anybody on the beach saw it?
Nobody around, dude.
Empty.
Empty.
Just for the la.
Just for myself.
Just do it for sport.
Just for the sport, dude.
Fuck, that's sick.
Maybe you're out there, my dad, my brother. That's about it.
That's so sick. Oh my
Batteries
God.
died.
Camera died.
Camera got stolen. It would have never happened if you had a camera guy, you know?
Never would happen.
And then you come back the next day, the sand washed away, south wind.
Dude, how many epic sessions have we had where the like clips were missed, cameraman wasn't there?
Oh, God.
I can just think back to so many where we're coming and we're like,
Well, everybody knows your best waves are never on camera.
it's true. Your best ones are definitely never on camera.
What, you think your best waves are on camera?
No.
Oh, you got to be a freaking fool to think that.
Remember those high school sandbar sessions where I'd pick you up in the dark before school?
Oh, God.
Go surf that cylindrical right in Mexico just
Oh, my God.
before school?
Mexico?
Yeah. Shouts out to Halstead's Mexico spot.
Kind of a, yeah,
So
wow.
you get like a 12-second barrel out there. What's your most memorable session or memorable wave with me?
Probably that morning.
That morning was nuts.
Yeah,
huh?
we're like, so a little backstory. Zeke has just always been a psychopath. So we had surf PE, and like,
freshman, sophomore, and junior year of La Jolla High, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
because senior year,
I was in camp.
you're in camp. So we had first period we had surf PE, so we didn't have to show up till like 8:30. So I'd be like in my bed just having like a nice dream, and then I'd just get like 50 calls from Zeke in the dark. I'm on my way. Answer your phone. Hey. And then finally pick up, dude, we're over it, dude. And then Zeke would be like, I'm fucking outside. I'm like, dude, no, I'm over it. I don't want to go. And then Zeke would, like, I had, like, a sliding glass door. Zeke would just, like, open the sliding glass door, like, let's fucking go. And some things just have not changed. Like, it's still Zeke today. Like, me just, like, dude, let me sleep. And then Zeke's like, we're fucking going. Get in the fucking car.
Dude, there were so many days where it was 1 foot and shitty, and I got you out of bed to go surf.
Literally, dude.
But that one day was...
But there was one day, and there wasn't even any swell on the forecast. It was just one of those magic days where it's like 1 foot of south swell, and then we just get there, and it was like small and inconsistent, but every once in a while these just little groundswell sets would come through, and
Yeah.
one wave in particular was just like wedge, backdoored the wedge, and then just like, I don't know, probably like 12 to 15 seconds like behind the curtain driving.
Yeah.
Like
I like went on the first wave, I think, and got smoked. And I just remember looking up, and Skip was like pumping through this barrel for like, I saw at least 10 seconds of it. The barrel was so long, dude,
So
and
long.
so square.
George Barnes, may he
there's a
rest
picture,
in peace.
right?
Got a photo of the last section
Dude,
on my
RIP.
Facebook somewhere.
Dude, so
anyways.
sick. Yeah, we were probably like 16.
And then, after that was done, you race back to school to Miss Collins' class, always late.
Yeah.
But we had access to the pool at our high school, and we can just go chill in the hot tub.
Yeah, we had surf pee and then swim pee,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And
Swim
then
pee,
like
yeah.
English together or something.
Yeah, and
We
then
had so many classes together.
so you'd like score, surf, come back to school, chill in the hot tub. There's like hot chicks coming out of swim PE, just like hang out for a little bit, take a hot shower, and then like stroll into class. Everybody's already been there for an hour. You're just like, yeah, what up?
I'll never forget that, dude. We're throwing our wetsuits over the jacuzzi thing. All these
Yeah.
kids are like, just like drowning in the pool. These kids couldn't even swim, having to do laps and shit. We're like chilling in the hot tub. Why are these kids gonna chill in the hot tub, dude? They were tripping, bro. Like,
So sick, dude.
oh, yo, Millie, yo, Ali Ortnez, cruise in the hot tub. Dude, the waves are firing, dude. It's getting bigger. We'll have to
Yeah.
go surfing a little bit. Okay. Next, dude. Next. I wanted to ask you a little bit about, like your surf career, travels, and your future, where you want to go, what you want to do, some of the shit you want to accomplish in surfing.
In surfing,
Yeah, you got any dreams? You got any goals? You got any aspirations?
you know what? After watching that David Goggins thing, like, I'm kind of like the NFL player who like made it to the NFL. Now he like lost his drive a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
So maybe like right now I'm in like a crossroads of like, what do I want to do with my surf career, you know? Because like before I just wanted to like win a QS, you know?
Yeah.
Boom.
Did it.
Cross it off the list.
Check.
Check. Now, dude, I just want to surf more, to be honest. Like the last couple of years, it's just like, oh, I'm just going to work and then I'm going to go surf. But like a lot of the times, like I'm just going to work and then like I surfed a little bit and then I just went back to work. So like this year I just want to like surf a lot.
Yeah.
I want to go to like Peru, just go left, just
Sick.
fucking, just do backside snaps.
Yeah, it'd be so sick.
Because I kind of suck at backside snaps. So I just want to go down there for like a month and just like backside snap, and just like wire that shit.
For sure, dude.
I like really like getting barreled and stuff is like sick, but I got a bad neck. And every time I'm like chasing big barrels, I just end up fucking up my neck. And
It's
at this
true.
point, I just want to learn how to like really surf a wave. Just like get my technique down and just like I really want to like just go paddle out and just be able to just like surf a
Proper
wave.
mechanics.
Just proper mechanics, just like hit the lip, perfect timing, bottom turn, perfect timing, cut back, perfect timing. Like that's like where my surfing goals are. Is like I just want to rip.
Back that.
And like I don't know, I just feel like I have like so much room to improve.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, I
I
just
mean,
like
it's never enough, right?
it's
Surfing's
never
like,
enough.
dude, I just feel like, I don't know. I've definitely had people like lately ask me like, oh, like, why do you love surfing so much? Or like girls like, why is surfing your only true love? And it's like, it's because it just doesn't compare to anything else. Like, tell me what other sport, it's like you versus Mother Nature. And like, you have to A, be a weatherman, A, predict like the current of the ocean, the swell on tap, the weather, the wind. Like, there's no other sport, there's no other even hobby in the world where like Mother Nature dictates the like outcome of your day or the outcome of your like wave or your ride or your hobby or your sport. It's like
Yeah, it's nuts. Dude.
you
There's
versus Mother
nothing
Nature.
that compares.
like that Andy Irons movie, Kissed by God, where he's talking about like that feeling of getting barreled, like that natural high where he's just engulfed by Mother Nature and he's in this like this tunnel of like ocean where it's just Mother Nature like engulfed him and he's just like feels as like he's in this whole nother realm and he's so deep in the barrel that it just feels like a dream. And the next thing you know, he's coming like over the foam ball. He's just got all these like different feelings of like the board under his feet, the like back spray and backspin of the wave hitting him in the face. It's just like natural high that drugs and alcohol can't fulfill, and then he just gets blown out, like kissed by God. So I remember like, dude, getting like goosebumps, like the jitters hearing that, watching that movie, and I was like, that's the feeling that like doesn't compare to anything else. Better than sex, better than freaking money, better than anything, dude. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, it's hard to put into words.
It is.
You know?
It literally is.
Andy like kind of like nailed it on the head there, and it's like so cliche, like only a surfer knows the feeling. But it's pretty true, you know. Not to get all like emo about it, but
and not
like,
even just a surfer, dude. Only like a surfer good enough knows the feeling.
Yeah, like, yeah, probably. I mean, surfers. Yeah, shouts out to all the people that want to learn to surf and ride these boards and stuff. But like, dude, I don't know. Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. I was talking about it with Paul the other day. Like, people are like always like, oh man, you gotta like try DMT or you gotta like do an ayahuasca trip, like your mind will be like blown. It's like, dude, like I've like been on the bottom of the ocean in fucking Mexico covered in black sand, like about to drown, like nobody knows where I am, like about to fucking die, like trying to like survive.
Yeah.
Like I gotta make a decision, like am I gonna fucking die or am I gonna fucking swim to the surface, you know?
Yeah.
Just like, and if anything did happen, nobody even knows where I am on the planet right now.
Yeah.
So like, dude, like I've seen the other side, you know? There's like no need, like,
for sure.
You know, like I don't know where I'm going with this, but like
I feel you though.
It's like, dude,
that's
like
more
we've
surreal.
like seen like some crazy shit as a surfer, like
for sure.
Gnarly surfers, like not that I'm gnarly, but like they've like seen the beauty in the world. There's no need for like all this other shit, you know?
And the life lessons that surfing teaches you to like persevere and push through anything. It's like skateboarding. Like I hear skateboarders talk about like trying that same trick over and over again and slamming and falling and getting back up and trying it again. It's like we get that in surfing, but like tenfold.
Yeah.
Or we have to like understand like weather patterns and Mother Nature, and then like read the wave, and then give it our all and risk our freaking lives to send it on this shallow reef slab or into sand. It's like, it's pretty insane. And then it's just that much better of a feeling when you make the barrel and it's just you and your boy. You're like, yo, did you see that? You're like, I saw that. I saw you.
I guess that's why it is like so rewarding, because like so many times you like go against Mother Nature and like it doesn't pay off, and then like when it does pay off, it's like it feels that much better.
I agree.
Like it's hard, bro. Like me and Mitch were in Indo, and we were scoring this left, dude. Just like it's a secret spot, and we were just like dropping into just perfect barrels in every way.
Yeah.
And we were just scoring. It was just like the ultimate score, you know?
Mini Chopu.
Like, it was like chopes, dude. And like, me and my brother were just like, just one of those sessions, just like hugging, nobody around. Like, it's like, dude, I'm scoring. I've never scored, bro. This is what scoring is. And it was like, dude, this is what fucking scoring is. Like, and it was like, dude, how many of those like real scores do you get? You know, like, we scored scripts the other day. It was a score, but there was like fucking probably 100 guys on the beach. You know what I mean? It was a score, but it wasn't like those like once in a lifetime scores where there's nobody around. Like when we surfed the drill
in Indo.
That's what you were about to say. Yeah, you get like a few of those scores, and it's like
that shit was insane.
I'd give anything for like one of those scores like every day, but like
the joy that like came with that session and just like the storyline of how we pulled up.
Yeah, it's just one of those once in a lifetime scores, and you only get a few. Maybe if you're John or if you're Slater or you're this guy or that guy, like you get like a lot more. But like, you know, guys like us, like every surfer has like those one scores. Like, yeah, we surfed Epic Malibu, but like, remember that one score we got? Like, 10 years ago, you know, like
That's
there's
the
those
chase,
scores.
right? That's like the chase that we get as surfers.
Yeah, bro. Fuck, I just want to score again.
I think it's cool because it's like a journey, you know, like there's more that goes into it, and like the mission is like cooler than like the actual success of like scoring, like like win or lose. The journey's just sick in those things.
Yeah.
But also joy comes with like everything. Like, dude, I'll never forget like just the joy of being on the jet ski with Landon McNamara outside a huge sunset.
Yeah.
Stepping you off into like a 20-foot back.
Dude.
Out of backyards and just like watching, like being on the ski with Landon going like 60 miles per hour through the biggest chops, dude.
Biggest chops.
He's a madman, dude. Shouts out to Landon, bro. He's always getting us into good waves.
That
Always
was
got
insane.
good spirits, positive
Huge.
vibes. And
Landon's
like
the man, dude.
stepped us off into like the best, biggest waves of our lives. Like,
Yeah.
I think that was a minute-long ride you had. Like,
Yeah.
Just S-turning, big carves, and you got barreled like at the West Bowl at sunset. Like,
yeah.
Are you kidding me, dude?
Nobody around.
Nobody around. No
Just
one anywhere in the
Crazy
ocean.
ass Landon, like, help me push this fucking jet ski in the water.
Yeah,
All right, whatever, dude. It's fucking 100 foot. I'm not getting on that thing with you. And he gets it in the water. He's like, get the fuck on.
Yeah, bro. Like, that shit like is embedded into my memory.
Yeah,
Like,
that was, yeah.
the McNamara's are just iconic. I've been like pushing the limits of our sport for decades.
Yeah, those McNamara's, you get them on a jet ski, they turn into just like different beasts, dude.
Yeah, Liam saved me one time from drowning out at Phantoms. Were we out there that day?
Yeah, bro.
Liam was on the ski, right?
Yep.
We surfed Phantoms, all the boys. Luke, Aola, Landon, Cass, Kahini.
There's like this crazy look in those guys' eyes, like Liam and Landon and Mackay, like when the waves are huge, and Garrett too.
Yeah.
Or like, there's just certain guys, even like down in Mexico, like when the waves get big, these guys just fucking start losing it, dude.
Bro, yeah, dude.
I don't really lose it like that when the waves are big. I'm kind of like, I'm good, you know, like this is disgusting. But those guys, like, they just get this, like, they turn into like different beasts.
Bro, it's so nuts,
So
dude.
sick.
Yeah, shouts out to Luke and Landon. Luke won the Eddie and Landon made the finals and just killing
Yeah,
it, bro.
dude.
That's like, we just saw Landon the other day. I was saying it was like a lifelong goal of his.
Yeah, bro.
But it was nuts. I was talking to like a bunch of pro surfers about it yesterday. To like make the finals out there as like a backside guy in like bumpy, gnarly, big Waimea. Dude, shouts out to Landon, bro. That shit was nuts. And I've always known Luke's charge. The rest of the world just didn't know it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Growing up, staying there. At the
And really,
McNamara's.
like those guys probably surfed out there more than anybody else in the contest in the last 10 years, Landon and Luke.
For sure.
Like when we were staying at their house, like Giant Day, it was like, dude, like up in the dark, like at Waimea Bay, like
Yeah.
those guys are like super on it, whether people know it or not. Like those guys are like Luke and Landon are just like I said, they're just like this, their eyes just change and they're like,
Yeah.
their whole thing just changes when the waves are that big.
No,
and
they're
like we've
on
had
it.
some huge sessions with them out there. I kind of retired surfing out there, but like Zeke had a lot more sessions with him out there.
Dude, yeah, I got like the wave of my life back to back with Landon. He like told me to go, but he's always like, he knows that wave so well. He sits like at a deeper peak than everyone, like way deeper and way further out.
Yeah.
Waits for the biggest one, and then early on when we were like 16 or something, I remember Luke got like the biggest closeout wave ever at the Bay.
Yeah, yeah.
And we all-
Luke's like the only guy who like wired those like closeout sets.
Yeah, and we had to walk our big 10-0s all the way back to North Shore Surf Shop that day.
It's kind of the reason why I had to stop fucking surfing big waves was we were like getting all high off of it, you know, like surfing big waves. I bought a big board. Zeke had Mackay's big Rusty, and we were like on it, you know. And I fucking like Waimea, like you start on the shoulder, and then as you like gain confidence, you just sit deeper and deeper. Next thing you know, you're the deepest guy.
Yeah.
And we surfed Waimea one night, and it was fucking huge. And then I woke up in the dark the next morning, and I ran over to Luke's house. I don't know if you remember this, but we ran over to Luke's house,
Yeah.
and we like knocked on his window because his window is right there, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Hey, Luke, the buoys are even bigger. He's like, what? It's like, the buoys are even bigger. He's like, all right, let's fucking go. And we like all piled in his truck and went down there. And then we were like the second day of surfing that shit, so we were like on fucking fire.
Yeah.
And I just took off on this huge wave, and like my brewer, which is right here, is 10.7. It's just too long, and it's like a death slab. So I get to the bottom, pearl, and fly at like 750 miles per hour straight into the flats over my board and just like into the water. And it's like a fucking, my neck, I was just going too fast into the water too fast. My neck just like,
That was the initial
crack.
neck breaker?
That was the initial neck cracker.
Oh, you never really complained, so I don't even remember you. I mean, you said you hurt your neck. Did you have a vest on or anything?
I think we did have a vest on. But yeah, my neck, it's just been a recurring injury ever since.
Bro.
But that's how you learn in life, is the hard way.
Yeah, dude.
Unfortunately.
Fuck learning, just do.
Just do, right?
Yeah.
That's how you learn, is to do. Yeah. You can't learn, you have to do.
100%, dude. To all the Groms out there, just do.
Just do. Learn the hard way. But, I don't know. If you're going to, don't just do in big waves. Shit's serious.
Yeah, no, big waves, you definitely need, like, the proper preparation.
Yeah.
And, like, the knowledge, because there's too many people that are just throwing on, like, vests and buying big boards and trying to surf big waves.
Yeah,
It's gnarly, dude. It's so gnarly. All right, if you were to give advice to up-and-coming Groms that are trying to be pro surfers, what would you say? Or up-and-coming Groms that are just surfing?
I'd say just surf every day, no matter what, big or small. If it's too big, go find somewhere that's manageable. Surf every day. I would say take your time when it comes to like partying and stuff. Say don't drink or smoke. I think that stuff's
Sure.
Say no to drugs.
Yup.
Whatever.
For sure, dude.
I'll just say it, like that shit's just leads you down a bad path.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say anything to a kid, like just stay away from like drugs and alcohol. Take your
100%.
time partying, like high school, like people get rowdy, but like just take your time, you got like plenty of time to have a good time. You got plenty of time to have a good time.
For sure, dude.
So I'd say just like have fun, surf, and just like take your time.
The
Don't
adrenaline
need
rush of surfing, skating, and riding dirt bikes way better than any drug or shot of alcohol
Yeah.
imaginable. And like for those Groms that think, oh yeah, you gotta like drink or smoke weed or something to pull chicks, you're so wrong, dude. I pull way more chicks now that I'm sober.
It's true, dude. It's true. Like, sober me, like, is a lot more social and, like, easier to interact with than, like, inebriated me. I like myself better sober. I like myself on coffee better than anything else.
Yeah, dude. Drunk you just can't facilitate anything for the next like week of his life.
Yeah. I'm already a lazy bastard. If I drink, forget about it.
Bro, yeah, you were hungover. You slept all day yesterday. You missed a 6 skate session. Missed Nick Marshall's birthday party. Don't even let me tell you about how good the waves were last night.
God. As if my anxiety and paranoia wasn't bad enough. You just got to rub it in. But I deserve it. I did it to myself.
It's true. It's true.
So, yeah. Say no. It's not worth it.
What's the best piece of advice anyone's ever given you? Whether it's like working, manual labor, surfing, whatever.
I've got some good advice. I'd say best advice, just like listen to what everybody has to say, Like don't just like, oh, this guy's a quack, this guy's this. Just listen, like everybody's got something to offer,
For sure.
Like you can learn a little bit from Zeke, you can learn a little bit from Cade. I don't know if you can learn anything from me, but just like just listen to what people have to say, and you don't have to agree with it, but like, oh, this guy says to like get up early in the morning, like I like that.
100%.
This guy, like, he did this, and it wound up like that, so I'm not going to do that. So, like, I think everybody has something to offer. Whether or not they're, like, they didn't unsuccessful or this or that, like, you can just, like, learn so much from everybody.
I agree.
Whether or not they're, like, good people or bad people, like, you can learn even more from the bad people. So, like, I think just learn from other people's mistakes.
For sure, dude.
Learn good habits from like people that you look up to. Ask a lot of questions.
Always remain teachable.
Remain teachable.
Yeah, no, I like that. I try and take little bits and pieces of like advice, but also just like principles from a lot of different people, and like take the best piece of advice from my uncle, best piece of advice from like your dad, or just best like character traits or personalities from them, and like implement them into my everyday life.
Yeah, Zeke's good at it. Zeke always asks questions. Like, we'll meet like famous people, and I'm kind of shy. I'm like, whoa, dude, like this dude's like a famous fool, and like Zeke's like, so like, dude, like how'd you get your start, bro? Like, what, like how'd you like start your podcast, or like how'd you start this, or what do you do when that happens, and people are always willing to like help out, you know. So like,
For sure.
let Zeke be an example. Like you can like ask anybody anything, you know, at a certain level.
Curiosity.
100%.
100%.
Doesn't seem like you're afraid to ask people.
Nah, dude.
Zeke doesn't get shy.
Don't be shy, dude. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You know?
True. That's another one of your quotes. This is a good Zeke quote. Probably heard it from somebody else, but for me, it's a Zeke quote.
Shoot your shot, Grom. All right. Before we wrap up, dude, we have 3 questions for you, which I try and ask on the pod all the time. Grom of the week, song of the week, and thong of the week.
All right. Grom of the week, Eden. Eden.
Dude, the Aussie Grom, right?
Aussie Grom.
Kate has the clip.
Kate has the clip.
Aussie.
Shane has the clip.
Stab Magazine posted the clip.
I don't know what his last name, Hatsworth or something. Eden something.
Something, dude. Aussie Grom did the biggest air ever done at Rocky Point.
Dude, that kid is nicest guy, too.
Great guy.
Great guy.
All right, mate. Thanks. Oh,
We were like, dude, that was like the sickest air. We were like hyping him up. He's like, what about you guys? You guys get a couple out there? We're like, no, kid. We're not talking about us. Let us talk about you for a second. So like that kid was like a real like Australian, you know? Like Australians are like so nice and like so like giving and like thoughtful. Like he was like a real Australian.
He was pretty sick, dude.
Like when you meet like a good Australian, you're like, dude, you're my boy. Like I like you.
Yeah,
you're my
dude.
kind of people. Like
True that.
That kid. So that kid is
Eden Hassan.
Eden Hassan.
Dude, hopefully we can insert the clip here. Kato,
Any relation to
Can you
the
insert the
skateboarder?
clip? Yeah, any relation to Omar Hassan? Shouts out Omar, dude. Legend, bro. One of my favorite skaters. I watched him do the gnarliest kickflip to fakes trick at the Vans Park Series. I guess it wasn't even Park Series. Vans contest.
Maybe that's why he's so
Vans
good at
Series Open.
airs.
It's related to Omar.
Maybe, dude.
I don't
air
even
was
think their names are
crazy.
spelled the same. But yeah,
There's so many Groms over here, though.
dude, there's so many hard
Where do you even
ripping
start?
Groms.
And what do you define as a Grom? You know what I mean?
My Grom, yeah, it's true. My Grom of the week could probably be Gavin Fulmore. Is that his name? Gavin Fulmore?
Yeah.
Kid up North Shore legend Grom. He's like, I don't know, 12 or 13 or something. And like, rip surfing. We surfed with him at Rocky Point. Rip surfing was charging. And then we went up to his house, got on dirt bikes, went wheeling around town, and then went and skated North Shore Skate Park. Kid was busting out tray flips, kick flips, skating the park. Like, ripping, dude. So he's surf skate moto. That kid's off the chain.
Hit up his dad for FBF roofing.
Yeah, dude, Uncle Dave.
If you're in Hawaii.
Fulmore, best roofing. Dude, yeah, the dad, legendary family, good upbringing, rad crew, good vibes.
Should we just shout out the Eichenbrandts, too?
Shout out Augie and Andre Eichenbrandt. Is that how you say their name?
I don't know, but I think we...
Eichenbrandt? They get the point, dude.
They get the point.
Yeah, they set
they're
us up with those
fucking
guys.
epic.
And Augie's ripping. All his little brothers ripping. Seen him at the skate park yesterday. That
Weren't we-
family's rad.
Weren't we supposed to shout somebody else out, too?
Brady? So I was talking earlier.
Camp Shred.
Camp Shred, dude. If you're watching this, Mitch McCullough, Skips Brothers Band, the Saline Solutions are playing live at Camp Shred March 3rd?
3rd and 4th.
March 3rd and 4th, dude. Go check it out. It's in Cardiff by the Sea, I'm pretty sure, at the campgrounds. I went last year. We did an autograph signing with Rusty. Try and do one again this year if I'm in town. It was sick, dude. Can test out all different surf equipment, fins, surfboards, wetsuit, you name it, they got it. And there's some insane music. Local bands and big name bands will be playing live performances. It was probably like the sickest event I went to all last year for surfing. Got to meet Ben Gravy, hang with him, bunch of other legends. I'm hyped, dude, to watch Mitch play live and watch the other bands.
It's always fun, dude.
Thanks, Chris Cote, for putting that together.
Drug Hunt, maybe make sure you see Drug Hunt, too.
Drug Hunt's playing?
Great band.
Sick,
Kind of like
dude.
doomy metal.
Dude, that's super sick. Yeah, my song of the week would probably be Stand Alone by Mitch McCullough.
Oh, yeah. The
Zach
Absence.
Rhodes, The Absence,
Yep. Karen Cross.
Karen Cross. Yeah. What about you? Song of the week?
Song of the week.
Couple new reggae artists out. Reggaeton.
It's called La Purga,
La Pulga?
which means The Purge.
The Purge.
By Grupo 360.
No way.
By Grupo 360.
Who's that?
Dude, it's so sick. We had Alvaro, Joaquin, and Paul.
Casa Peru.
They were all staying here. Aurelio, Carlos, too.
No way.
So we're just listening to like, I don't even, ranchero music? I don't even know what it's called,
That's
but La
sick.
Purga, sickest song. It's just like the most gangster Mexican song you've ever heard
That's
in
so
your
sick.
entire life.
I'm going to use that in a vid.
Um,
Dude, that's so rad, bro. Yeah, and dude, yeah, the Groms have been killing it over here. There's so many up and coming like kid shredders. It's sick, dude. I definitely like have been wanting to like put on more Groms. It's definitely been like a goal of mine in the next like year to come.
so there's so many gnarly Groms. The Legend and Mana,
Yeah, yeah.
Jake Mackey.
Literally.
I mean, I know like maybe to us he's a Grom, but he's not a Grom anymore. Nick Marshall, Maikai,
for sure, dude.
Rory, the Grom who was here the other night.
Yup.
The Brazilian kid and
Yup.
his homies Rip. There's, dude, it's
Cole McCaffrey, dude, staying here with us. The list goes on.
the
yeah.
list goes on.
I know.
dude.
I just couldn't help but shout out so many more Groms that are killing it in San Diego
gnarly,
too.
dude.
There's so many, dude.
It's so gnarly.
Yeah, Encinitas has got a lot of up and coming kids. Well, dude, thanks for coming on the pod, bro.
This has been good.
Yeah, it's been rad.
I feel like we've been together, but like, when do we ever just get this time to just talk?
We never really get the time to just talk with Mike and.
When do
just
we ever get eye contact with each
serious.
other?
Not
Are you looking in my eyes?
very
It's
often.
weird. I hate eye contact.
I'm looking at the perfect left behind you, but
I don't like eye contact. It's weird.
So
Take some
weird.
nerve and some strength. To, like, look in my eyes.
no.
I'm looking in your eyes. I
I'm
hate
good.
eye contact.
I'm good.
I kind of look in like the area, but like real eye contact.
Do you look
like
at the
weird.
eye or do you look at the mouth? Because like trying to read their lips and see what they're saying. So it's like you don't want to look in their eyes because then you're missing what they're saying with their lips.
I don't think I've ever looked you in the eyes this long.
Yeah, me neither.
Weird.
It's fucking weird.
It's fucking weird. What about when you're talking to a girl? You have any
Tips?
tips?
Or any eye contact?
Well, I've heard like a few theories. I just want to hear if you heard any theories.
I don't know. I think it just depends on the situation. But yeah,
I
eye
heard-
contact's respectful.
I heard if you're okay. I heard two theories.
Okay.
Let me know if.
Hit me with them. Hit me with them.
So the first one is when you're talking to a girl, you look into their left eye.
Really?
Yeah. So
Why?
ever since I heard that, I look into their left eye.
Why?
It's just like a thing. Like if you're like a pickup artist or whatever. Not that I am, but like if you're talking to a girl that you like, you just look
Yeah.
into their left eye.
Okay.
And then I heard another one from C.J. Watkins. When you're talking to a girl, you switch from eye to eye. When you're talking to them, you look at their right eye,
CJ Walken told
and
me
then
that?
you look at their left eye.
Oh, that rat bastard. Why? It's kind of hard to do. Can they even tell? Can you tell that I'm doing it?
It's probably just one of those like subliminal things. Like they can't tell, but it's like really like you're speaking into their soul a little bit.
That's so sick, dude. CJ used to date my cousin. Shouts out to the Borellis.
But
Tori Borelli. Introduced
I'm
me.
a bit of a hopeless romantic. I feel like there's somebody out there for me that like is gonna be my one and only like true love. You know, so like
For sure.
you know these things are important, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you meet a girl who you think's attractive and you want to get to know her, you need to know these things.
I agree. I kind of like a girl right now. Shouts out to you know, don't want to name drop. Should we blur her name? We're going to beep her name because I don't want everyone going on Instagram and searching up her name, messaging her, stalking her, following her on Instagram.
Because it compounds exponentially.
Yeah.
Because you have 100,000 followers. That means
Yeah.
100,000 guys are going to see it. That could mean 100,000 more guys can see
Yeah.
it, which means 100,000 more guys can see it.
Exactly, dude.
That's why you don't
and
post
you-
your
when
secret
you-
surf spots on Instagram.
Exactly. When you catch little feels, you know, you start to care a little bit, you know? You don't want, like, someone going and following her and hitting her up. But, no, I agree. I think it's crucial to have eye contact, tell someone how you feel, and just, like, show love, you know?
You're a lucky man.
You got to show love. You got to show emotion.
I want what you have, man.
Well, you can have what I have. Just watch and learn. There's a few simple steps, my friend.
You know that.
Just little actions, you know? Like, bring her water before she goes to bed. Bring her a glass of water before she goes to bed. Give her flowers.
Oof.
Give a girl flowers, you know, more than just on Valentine's Day.
You know what?
Not that I'm saying that I have, but like I will in the future.
That's what my grandpa said too, you know?
Really?
Towards the end, he's like, you know what? Like, no matter how mad your grandpa or your grandma was at me,
Yeah,
I'd just bring her flowers and make her feel better.
it's true.
You know?
Yeah. My mom always
Simple.
taught me.
It's simple.
Yeah.
They teach you that day one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Really?
Your mom teaches you that
Yeah,
day
my mom
one.
did teach me day one.
And like dudes forget. It's as simple as that. Bring a chick flowers. Make her, you know?
If you don't have money, go pick some flowers and take it to her, dude. Yeah.
It's that simple. Why do I, you know? It's that simple.
Seeger hats are built tough. You can throw them on the ground.
God,
No,
dude.
it's true, dude. It's simple as that. Go pick some flowers, put them in a glass, and go take them to your girl. Take them to a girl you want to be your girl. Groms, take notes, dude. Real men aren't afraid to tell a girl how they feel. Real men aren't afraid to share their emotions, Groms. And what we're talking about, real men, shouts out to Seeger, dude. Matson Smith, I hope you're watching this.
Which you know he is.
Because he's got grit.
He sees everything.
He does.
Hell yeah, dude.
he's
Shout out.
You want to shout out your sponsors before we finish this off?
Yeah, I mean, Seeger, Crap, Xanadu, Matus, FCS. Just great brands.
Yep.
Make quality products. A
100p.
lot of these guys I've rode for a long time, so thank you.
San Diego core companies, California core companies.
Yeah, you know. I guess I should have more to say other than, you know, they're just great brands. They support me. If you want to help me, support them.
True that.
Bird Rock Surf Shop, I want to shout them out because they're just OGs.
Yeah, dude.
All surf shops in general. You know, like go down. If you need a wetsuit, go to your local surf shop and buy it. If you need booties, go to your local surf shop and buy it because I don't think there's a single surf shop that's not like a mom and pop operation. You know,
True
so if
that.
you want to support like surfing, you know, like
Support surf shops.
support your surf shop. It's that simple, dude. You don't need to order that stuff online.
Surf shops started my career.
Yeah.
And surf shops kept my career going. So like Rusty Boardhouse, the Rusty Surf Shop on
Boardhouse.
Moy Shores, like put me on, dude. That
Yeah, dude.
taught me how to be a surfer, taught me how to be who I am today. So without that surf shop, like I'd be lost and so many other people would be lost and you wouldn't have the supplies. So yeah, direct consumer operations are cool, but I agree. Surf shops are like core and cool and just like true to surfing.
It just doesn't get much more core than a surf shop, you know? Like Bird Rock Surf Shops, Matt and Ben and his wife are
Yeah.
in there with his daughter, and then Mitch's is just
Every time I go into
Mitch is in there.
Mitch's.
South Coast,
Yeah.
Rusty Boardhouse is just
Rusty
like
Del
Rusty was
Mar.
down there every day, you know?
San
like,
Diego, dude.
San
is as core as
Diego.
it gets. They put on the sickest contest every summer, dude.
yeah, Emerald City, you got Larry down there. Like,
True that.
what's another? You know, like every surf shop is just like there's,
Yeah.
you know, it's just like one dude who's just like going for it. You know what
Mitch
I mean?
is in Mitch's.
North
in
Shore
Hawaii
Surf
every
Shop.
day. North Shore Surf Shop. Liam McNamara, dude.
Yeah.
Has been holding it down since 86. No, I don't even know, but he's been holding it down forever. No one gets more barreled at pipeline in those days than Liam, dude, and the McNamaras. So,
Surf shops are sick too, dude.
yeah, they're
Just go in there
badass.
and get the smell of the surf wax and the resin and
Yeah, dude.
the wetsuits. Just like, oh, dude. Just
As a
wanna hang out,
Grom,
man.
hanging out in the surf shop. is
Touch all the
sickest thing
boards.
ever. Yeah, feeling new boards. Yeah, I love that shit, dude. Yeah, shouts out to Rusty and the crew at Rusty Boardhouse. That like, those were the days, dude. Water balloon and cars and shit with Lucas Dursky.
Oh my god, dude. It's crazy that like, I don't know.
Grom stories. You got any crazy Grom stories before we cap this off when you were a kid? Was it you who threw ice planet at someone's car and you got like almost got beat up and Max Diaz had to save you?
Yeah.
That was you, right?
Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't have thrown anything at the guy's car, but he came out and was gonna like beat us up. This like big bully guy, and Max was parked right there, and he jumped out of his car. I was like, "Hey, dude, they're just Groms. Like, leave them alone, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah.
Like, they said they're sorry, bro, but like, you don't fucking come down here and like beat up my boys, dude. Like, after
Yeah.
they apologize, like, get the fuck out of here." And he goes,
Yes.
"Whatever, Max. Like, fuck you, bro."
Oh, you knew Max?
Yeah, they were like went to high school together,
No way.
and the guy bailed.
That was fucking classic.
That's like nothing though, dude. We should just have like a separate podcast and
Yeah.
I'll ask you the questions like
So, I'm getting beat up. I've been beat up quite a few times.
do you remember the time in Puerto Rico when we were Groms
Dude.
on the
I
dance floor?
Barely, yeah. What happened again?
We were in Puerto Rico for a QS contest.
I
My
was, like,
dad took us
15.
there. We were 15, couldn't even drive yet. And there was like a after party or something for the contest, and there was like
Yeah.
a big dance floor. And Zeke, we were all dancing, and Zeke was like grinding on this Puerto Rican chick, like this little like chola, like gangster chick.
She was so gangster.
But she was like
correctly.
twerking on him, like just grinding, like Zeke just
Big girl
loving
too,
it.
right? Like way bigger than me.
And Zeke's at 15 is about 4'8", and the chick's boyfriend came up and was like, "Hey, bro, like that's my chick. Like, stop dancing." I was like, "Oh shit, sorry." Next song comes on. Zeke's like, "Yeah, right. That was way too fun." I'm just like, gets in there and just starts dancing on this chick, and then next thing you know, the guy comes behind Zeke and just puts him in a chokehold. He's trying to kill Zeke. And he's choking him. And me, Brady, and Kaimana Hakias, for some reason, that's all who I remember was there, is trying to, like, pull this guy's arm, like, off of Zeke. Because, like, Zeke's, like, literally, like, getting choked to death.
I was unconscious.
And then, like, some bouncers came and the guy's friends came. And, like, I remember just, like, pulling this part of the guy's arm, like, "You're going to kill him," you know? Like, we're all yanking. The guy's just, like, death grip, you know? And Zeke's, like, going out of consciousness, and finally he lets go, and Zeke just unconscious, dead on the floor, just white, like completely asleep in the middle of the floor. And like all these like 5 Puerto Rican dudes are like getting ready to like beat up me and Brady and Kaimana and like whoever else was there. "Hey, chill. And like I'm like trying to like see if Zeke's still alive, like slapping him on the face. And I was like, "Fuck, Zeke's dead, dude. Like that's it."
I remember that.
And like Zeke kind of woke up like, "Oh shit," we got kicked out of the party, and thank God nobody else got beat up. And like always, only Zeke got beat up.
I always got beat up, dude.
No, I've been beat up so many times with
Never
Zeke.
won a fight, dude.
I've never won a fight either.
I might be doing this like surf fight club thing. So if you're still watching, comment below if you want me to do a surf fight thing. It's like a UFC fight with surfers. But yeah, other than that, like I don't know, violence is kind of lame. I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover.
It was just Zeke just trying to have fun, and some guy just didn't like it.
Yeah, literally.
But that was just like one instance. Like there's so many stories like that, and Zeke doesn't even remember because he's got so many stories like that. To me, it was like a pivotal moment because like, holy shit, is Zeke dead?
Bro, yeah, we got so many crazy stories growing up. We were just wild, dude, just having fun, not thinking of the consequences. I wasn't, at least. I would just act, not think of the consequences. So yeah, let us know in the comments if you want to do another podcast with me and Skip. Let us know if you want to have Skip co-host some stuff while we're over here. We're going to try and get McCullough Andino, Jake Marshall, Kelly Slater, maybe Jay Alvarez, and a couple others on and just dissect their lives and some crazy, deep, thick questions, juicy questions. Who else do you think we should get on the pod, Skip, while we're here in Hawaii? So many legends out here. Nate Fletcher, dude. I was kicking it with Nate Fletcher yesterday.
Asked him about his new school bus.
Oh, yeah. Landon said he's down to get on the podcast.
You should set up the podcast in his school bus.
That would be sick, dude.
Landon is like a true rock star, dude. Like in every form of like rock star. He literally lives in a school bus.
Yeah, he just bought
like you think of like
school bus.
Rock stars like in the 60s just like cruising around in a school bus, like just pulled up at the gas station, no shirt, just like hair everywhere, just like, I just bought a bus, like whatever.
Yeah, he's like,
going to Cali next week, like
gonna set up this studio.
Yeah.
A bunch of people pull up to say what up to him.
Yeah.
Jay Alvarez pulled up and like had to bail, but he pulled up and said what up to Landon, cruised.
Just the man, dude. Like just the epitome of cool.
Yeah, he's a legend.
Like just doesn't have to do anything. He's just cool.
Yeah, it'd be sick to get Kala on the podcast because he had like such a wild story and like so like I have so much respect for him and who he's became and like what he's done.
Yeah, dude.
And like yeah, he's killing it right now and just a rad human.
I think all of our friends have like something to offer. I don't have anything. You know, I don't know shit. And the shit I do know is probably wrong.
But it's cool to hear.
It's good.
So yeah, we'll keep playing it out there. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, support the channel. Somehow we get more views than we have subscribers. So go subscribe, share these videos with your friends, and stay tuned. We're dropping new podcasts every Wednesday, and that's about it. Peace out, players.
The Super Bowl's on.
Oh, the Super Bowl's on. Holy shit.
And we got a pool party.
And we got a pool party.
There's too much to talk about, dude. Let's get out of here. Thank you,
Peace.
bro. Seriously. Never been on a podcast before.
Really?
Awkward.
We're
good, right?
Bitch, y'all calling my dog. Yeah, I be with the gang, yeah, we the rebels. We going up if you love. When it come out of money, yeah, we never settle. We hit the castle, you know when it's lit. You pulling up and you